Continuing our Veterans Day coverage now, Noah Chast sat down with a local veteran who shared her journey both during and after her service. Noah?
Lee, oftentimes on days like today, we celebrate heroic actions in the heat of battle or heart-stopping near-death experiences. Specialist Danny Shine absolutely had those moments while she served our country bravely in the Gulf War. But her bravest acts may be what she's done since returning home.
And this is at my mom and dad's house. They still live in the same house over on the west side.
Danny Shine graduated from Mountain View High School in 1986. Needing money for college, she decided to join the military and ended up serving with the U.S. Army during the Persian Gulf War.
So had a Good Conduct Medal and an Army Achievement Medal. This was for Saudi Arabia.
The E-4 transportation specialist earned sharpshooter, grenade expert, physical fitness, and several other awards in her 8 years with the Army.
It was humbling, I guess, a good experience, but I don't know, I was just doing my job like all soldiers do.
But at the time, Danny wasn't like all the other soldiers. What surprised you from your time in the service that you didn't expect going in?
As a woman being in the military, how hard it was going to be. I always felt undervalued, maybe, not noticed, so I felt like I had to work 3 times as hard as the men just to prove that I was worthy of being there.
As part of a discreet trial by the Army, Danny was one of the first women trained as infantry at Fort McClellan.
And at the time, I had no idea. I was just going to basic training like everybody else.
After serving 2 years in Germany and 1 year in Fort Lewis, Washington, Danny was deployed to Saudi Arabia, being the first woman from Central Oregon to be sent there.
I mean, I could outshoot anybody. I could outrun anybody. I mean, I felt like, I was doing my job and doing it really well.
Her base was often under Scud missile attack, and Danny, while on a humanitarian mission to Kuwait, stepped on a landmine that luckily didn't explode.
I was thankful because I'm here for a reason, I figure, if that didn't happen. So I was so thankful to make it, I guess, because so many people haven't.
After coming home, Danny went to the University of Oregon and was a nurse at St. Charles for 12 years. It took Danny a long time to process her emotions from her time in the Army, turning to alcohol and eventually seeking help at an inpatient facility.
I think people aren't supposed to see some of the tragedies and horror that war, shows you.
Danny eventually found comfort in the vet center, her service dogs, and other veteran resources, but says there needs to be more female-only services so women can feel safe opening up about their PTSD and sexual trauma, an issue with which Danny says many women struggle.
I just think it's important for all veterans to know that, the sacrifices you make are, can't say enough.
Danny's currently working on a book called Unsettled Silence, sharing her military experience and the trauma she's faced. She hopes to be a peer for other female vets, to let them know the sacrifice they've made for their country and the accomplishments they've earned can never be taken away. An outlook Danny has worked hard to get to herself.
I really enjoyed my time with a few bumps. But for the most part, I don't think I would change anything. I felt like I was doing my job, my duty. I felt very passionate about that. I've always been very patriotic and love my country. I would do it again.
Danny wanted me to recognize not only all the other veterans out there, but also veteran families. She says families make sacrifices for their loved ones who serve, and the toll it takes on them can often be overlooked. And for those families, Danny recommends giving their loved ones time and grace. Every veteran processes things at their own pace, and having a strong support system goes a long way. Lee?